Well, good day, everybody. Welcome to Extra Point. And today on Extra Point, we have Montana Western Cross Country head coach Dylan Zizter in the studio, along with one of his runners, Lutz. Did I say that right, Luke?
Lutz.
Lutz? I knew. Sorry about that. He's been to the Nationals twice. You'd think I would know better than that. But Dylan is a Dillon native. Great runner for the Beavers in his day, and ran college at Concordia in Oregon, I believe.
Yep.
And came back with a degree and a bride. So I would say you had a very successful college experience.
Yeah, absolutely. Happy to come back to Montana. That was always the big goal when I was over there.
Well, and you are the first cross-country coach at Montana Western for a lot of years. I know they kind of interspersed cross-country when track and field was alive and well at Western. But we have a full-fledged cross-country program starting in 2015. Before we talk about the beginnings of that, what was your career path once graduating? Because you didn't make it back right from Concordia, did you?
Yeah, I had a couple of years of trying to figure out what I wanted to do. And, the problem for me was I knew who I wanted to be. I didn't know what I wanted to be. So I made it back to Montana. My wife, Kelsey, was teaching in Belfry, Montana, which is barely a town, 200-person town. She was a 7th through 12th grade science teacher. She had 13 students that first year, and I was just kind of working, figuring out what I wanted to do with my life. And I got super lucky. Our next-door neighbor knew the cross-country coach, and he said, yeah, I'm looking for somebody to run with the guys team. I've got all these good guys. I can't really keep up with them. And do you think you could? I was like 24 years old in good shape. I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I can handle some snot-nosed cross-country kids. And so I started helping out that fall. That was 2012, and just walked into a great situation. They ended up being the state champions that year. And the next year I was the assistant coach, and we had a really solid team, repeated as state champions. The girls team just missed a state trophy. They finished 4th place. And then that last year we three-peated, which I don't think Red Lodge had ever had even a two-peat up to that point. So that was historic. And then the women's team got 2nd place. And, we were kind of in the running for the state championship too. So it was a really great, kind of 2.5-year run there. And I had a state champion that spring in track before heading to Western. And just got really lucky that I fell into coaching. And it was pretty immediate once I started with that's what I wanted to pursue.
Well, building a program from the ground up, I'm sure you used your cross-country connections that you had made maybe as a runner in high school, maybe as a runner in college, plus your 3 years high school coaching experience.
Yeah, absolutely. Montana's so cool. The running community is really small, so I have a lot of great connections across the state, and it was always a goal of mine to provide opportunity for Montana kids. When I was looking at running as a college athlete, there just wasn't a lot of opportunity in Montana, and it's really cool to see the Frontier continue to expand and provide opportunity for kids in state.
So 2015, year one of the modern cross-country era at Montana Western. And one of your first, I don't know if she was your first signing or one of your first signings, but you signed a young lady from Wyoming, Mindy Kaufman. And what a way to hit the ground running with a brand new program.
Yeah, we got really lucky with Mindy. She's got a great story. Her senior year of cross country in high school, she missed the state meet by 1 place. She got to qualify in Idaho, and I think that really changed the trajectory of her running career, and she got super motivated, had a really good spring season before heading to Western, and she got on campus, and I didn't really have any idea how good anybody was going to be. I can't say I knew anybody that well. It was just kind of hit the ground running and go, and I still can remember that first meet. She ran really well, really confidently, and I was like, we really have something here. She's going to be at the national meet for sure. As a freshman, I was super confident about that, and everything just built off of that confidence that she had right out of the gate.
Well, and 4 years later, if you look at her resume, she was All-American, 4-time All-Conference runner, the 2018 Frontier Conference Women's Runner of the Year. She holds a school record or two, and she was also an excellent athlete, earning academic honors as well.
Yeah, one of the most things most proud of. She was a 4.0 student in college and graduated the 4.0. And I had her in class a couple of times. She's an incredible work ethic, and she honestly might have put more work into her academics than athletics, if that's believable. But I saw it for myself.
Well, great student. And now Erin O'Connor kind of stepped into her shoes. Actually, she ran with Mindy for a couple of years, I believe.
Yeah, it was Erin stepped into a great situation. To this day, Erin's freshman year was one of my favorite seasons. We had a really strong women's team. We just missed the national meet, but it was really cool to see her watch Mindy and Kelsey, for that matter, and see what they were doing and really glean as much as she could from that. And that season, Mindy was really shooting for All-American and didn't get it. So it was a really good learning experience for everybody, where we had a lot of big goals that we didn't achieve any of them, but we really buckled down that next year to work super hard. And it was great for Erin just to see all the work that Mindy put in to become an All-American, become a conference champion, to be a podium runner at the national meet. And I think it was really easy for Erin to see herself in those same shoes.
Well, let's jump ahead to this year. Last year was an interesting year, COVID year. The meets were there, but it was, I'll just say, interesting. As I've said before, with Ryan and Katie and college athletes, probably the best part about that strange COVID year was seniors. Well, everybody in essence got to have a freebie, a free year, use accordingly however they want to.
Yeah, we're super lucky to have Erin back, for her to do a fifth year. And, she had some unlucky things happen to her last year, and she certainly was in really good shape. She didn't really get to capitalize on that good shape. And I know she's really motivated to do big things this year and use this extra year to the best of her abilities, and, continue to learn as an athlete and really just soak up the experience, because that's what it's all about. Getting the accolades is great, but the experience has an opportunity to be so much greater than anything else.
Okay, we're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to come back and we're going to talk to Luke. We're also going to talk about this year's team, and on Monday, the first meet of the year with the Frontier Conference preview. So we'll be back right after this. Back to Extra Point and our cross-country Montana Western edition. And Coach Zizter, let's talk about a meet that's coming up on Monday, the very first meet of the season, although I guess some schools may have had a runner or two at the Bozeman time trials. This is everybody's here. All the Frontier Conference teams are here in the Frontier Conference preview. So
yeah, it'll be a great opportunity to see where everybody is, and we're just so lucky to get to host. We've been since 2015 waiting for our opportunity to host. Here we are 7 years later to get to have the conference championship at home, and it'll be a great course out at the Beaverhead Golf Course. And
an interesting course too. I mean, you asked me if I'd played golf this morning. I'm saying, well, I don't know if played golf would be the best definition of it. I'm 2 golf balls lighter when I stepped off the course than I was when I stepped onto the course. For some reason, I like to hit into the water. I can't figure out why, but But the course is set up. I'm interested. I've talked to Casey, the SID at Western, how you did it. The golf course out there was designed by Dom Mori and a couple other people with a push mower. That's how they designed it. They mowed till they got to a certain, and then they mowed it out, made the greens and stuff. Now, I'm not thinking you guys had a push mower out there coming up with your course, but how did you? What were you looking for when you were designing the run out there?
So just to give a little history, I believe it was 2017. We had a meetup at the old Sleepy Hollow golf course. And let's just say it wasn't the greatest experience for everybody involved. We got some negative feedback about that. So we were just looking for something that was a little bit friendlier to outside competition. And we wanted to make it a 2K loop and then with a smaller 1K loop for the women there to make a 5K course. So we were just trying to figure out how we could use what the golf course had and, have a little bit of undulation, a little bit of terrain. So there's those smaller hills that separate a few of the holes. So that we really just went out there and tried to have a low impact on the golf course. And it took us a little bit of time to figure it out, but I think we came up with a really good course.
Let's talk about your 2021 team.
Yeah, I'm super, super happy and super excited about the group that we have. Last year being a COVID year, it was really tough on everybody. Definitely sad not to see some kids back with us, but the group that we have right now, I could not be more excited about. We're all super hardworking, super confident, and the team chemistry is really off the charts. 2019 was a really good year to us in a lot of ways. We had the women's team qualify for the national championship. Aaron got All-American. We had 3 guys qualify for the national meet, and just a lot of breakthroughs that season for us. And there's a lot of parallels between this team and that team in 2019, and especially on the guys side, we've got 3 really motivated, strong guys trying to make the national meet, Luke being one of those. And so we're going to be kind of a similar situation. We've got a thin roster, but we've got some really good athletes on the top of that roster that I think are going to be forces at the national meet. And then the women's team, Aaron coming back is obviously a huge plus. We're going to have a really strong conference this year on the women's side, but we have a pretty deep roster, and there's a few women that are unproven, but I think they're ready to take a big step up.
Okay, well, excuse me, Luke, we'll put you in the spotlight right now. One of the veterans of the cross-country team. You said you lived in Dillon at one time. Where's your hometown now?
I'm originally from Frenchtown, so just outside of Missoula there.
Right. And did you play other sports other than cross-country when you were at Frenchtown?
I did. I was a football player my freshman and sophomore year, but I sustained a collarbone injury and I couldn't play anymore. So I did some track all 4 years of high school, mainly middle distance running. But the middle distance coach is also the long distance coach at Frenchtown, kind of wanted me to come out and do cross country my junior year of high school, and I decided to do it, and it's the road I'm on now. So
do you have a favorite race that you like to run? I know there's, you have the 5K and stuff, but have you ever taken that leap of the 26-mile marathon?
I have not taken that leap, but I do like the half marathon. I think that's a good distance.
Now, do we have a half marathon in college competition?
You can race it to qualify for the marathon and the outdoor championships. It has yet to be done really by a Western athlete, though.
And Luke, what's your major at Western?
I'm in an environmental science major with a focus in wetland management.
So what do you want to be when I'll say when you grow up, when you get your degree?
I want to focus on habitat reconstruction, obviously in wetlands and riparian habitats.
Stay in Montana or just go where the need is?
I definitely want to stay in Montana. I love it here.
Okay. Well, Luke, thank you for stopping in and seeing. And Dylan, once again, thank you for it's from an outsider's point of view, seeing you run as a high school student and growing up in Dillon and whatnot. It's a cool moment to see the success you've achieved at Montana Western. So
yeah, thank you so much. I feel super honored to be the coach, and it's been a great experience just getting support from the community and yeah, we're out there every day. I always laugh when people say, "Oh, I saw you guys running the other day." I say, "Yeah, that's what we do. If you weren't seeing us, there would be a mistake there."
Right by my house every day. Right by my house. Yeah. Well, Dylan, Luke, thank you very much for taking the time out of your day. Good luck on Monday, and we'll come back in a couple of weeks and visit and see how the fortunes of the Montana Western Cross Country team are.
Awesome. Thank you. Come out and watch us race.
Okay, everyone. Thanks for watching Extra Point. We'll see you next time.